Om Shanti. Welcome everyone to today's session. Today we are going to revise the Murli of March 9th, 2009. And on this day, it was the day they were celebrating Diwali in Madhuban. I'm sorry, Holi in Madhuban. And there's a lot of what Baba's speaking about in today's Murli is about Holi. So in this Murli, Baba specifically talks about that how when we celebrate Holi outside in this world, we put colors on each other, We celebrate with happiness. At the same time, we let go the things of the past. So how we need to do that even from a very spiritual way, spiritually letting go of the things of the past and coloring yourself in the sweet company of the Father. So Baba very nicely put it that those external colors that you put on you, they make you dirty. And then after that, you have to clean yourself. But when you color yourself with Baba's company, the soul itself is purified. The purification happens. And how that purification ultimately makes you holy, which is a pure being. So Baba has given some very nice ways to celebrate this festival in a very spiritual way. So let's see what Baba has to say. The title is Every Day Wear the Angelic Dress, the Special Gift of Holi, every now and then, and burn the holy of old sanskaras. So today, the holiest Father has come to celebrate Holi with his holy children. All the children are holy children. All of you have also come to celebrate Holi. Just think about which color you holy souls are colored with, that you have become holy. There are many colors, but which color are you colored with? What is the most elevated color with which you have become holy? The greatest color of all is the color of God's company. You have easily become holy by being colored with God's company, because God's color is the color of his imperishable company. So when we say being colored, it's all about being with Baba, being merged with Baba in a combined form. So other colors are only for a short time, but by being colored with the color of God's company, you have easily become holy, that is pure. The color of souls have become pure from impure because all of you have made God your companion. You have sought his company, and this is why you have become combined. You have this combined form, do you not? So constantly being with Baba, there's no moment when we are not together. So holding Baba's hand, holding the hand of following Srimat is nothing but holding the hand of Baba. So being in that combined form. So you love this combined form, do you not? This combined form can never be separated. You have this experience, do you not? You remain constantly combined, do you not? Not alone. Maya tries to isolate you, but those who always remain combined can never be separated. So when you're having a battle, the opponent will always try to isolate you, because in isolation you become weak. So Maya does the same thing. Maya finds the points within which make us weak, and using those sanskaras, old sanskaras, she tries to isolate us. But Baba says, don't go back to those old sanskaras. Don't even think they are yours, because if you say they are yours, then they will be with you. So Maya will try to isolate, but we have to remain in being merged with Baba, remain being combined with Baba, and that is what will keep us powerful and will not let Maya come and make us weak. So Maya isolates you, and then you make your old sanskaras emerge. And when the old sanskaras emerge, the pure sanskaras become merged. So, of course, when something old starts to rise in our consciousness, then whatever is pure will no longer remain. It will be the impurity that will be emerged. So the old sanskaras are of laziness and carelessness. When these emerge in various forms, the combined form becomes separated. So each of you should check yourself to see whether you always remain combined or whether you become separated. You now know the many forms of Maya, do you not? She cleverly colors you with her company or with her color. Yes, so Maya comes in very clever form, very subtle ways, and she traps us. So here Baba says to be separated means to be colored with Maya's color. So it's either Baba's color or Maya's color. This carelessness and laziness comes in many forms. Maya attracts you towards herself through carelessness and laziness, which are the treasures of Ravan. So, of course, we have the treasures of Ravan, which are nothing but vices, anger, greed, lust. But the ones, carelessness and laziness, are the ones you can easily get trapped into. When we postpone things towards, okay, we'll do it later, procrastination, that's a form of being lazy, also putting things for the next day. And then carelessness, when we are not paying attention, when we are not really focused on what we need to at the moment, staying alert, staying active. So they are not the father's treasures, but the children refer to Ravan's treasures with great intoxication and say, I didn't wish to, but that is my sanskara. So what Baba is saying is, we call it our sanskara, even though it's not, it's Ravan's property. We say it is ours and we make it our property. And Baba says we say that with intoxication. In the sense, we say that with at most, even though we know it's not ours, but we make it ours and we say that. So they begin to say that those are their sanskaras. Are these God's treasures, or are they Ravan's treasures? Just think about it. It is right to say that is it right to say that they are your sanskaras? To make them yours is Maya's cleverness. Yes, so that's what Maya plays her games here, where whatever is not yours, she makes it yours. So are the father's treasures lovely, or are Ravan's treasures lovely? In a common way, in order to be free themselves, children say, my sanskaras are like that. I didn't wish to do that. Just think, are they mine? So I didn't want to do it. That's what we say, but it happened. And then we say, what can we do? This is our sanskara. So Baba is asking us to check, are they yours? The father says that by making Ravan's treasures yours, your pure sanskaras also gradually finish. The color of God's company begins to fade and Maya's color begins to emerge. So we take Raman's treasures, make that our own. So then Baba says, then Baba's treasures will no longer remain. They will gradually begin to decrease. So whilst moving along, you have to check yourself to see which color are you colored with. What do people do at Holi? They first burn away the bad things and then color one another. They celebrate. Bap Dada has colored you with the color of his company. And together with that, he also continues to color you with the colors of knowledge, powers, and virtues. So one is Baba's company, and with Baba's company, what automatically are the treasures that we start to accumulate: the treasure of knowledge, powers, and virtues. So all of you are colored with this spiritual color, are you not? Raise your hands. You have been colored with the spiritual color. It will never fade, will it? Those who are colored with imperishable spiritual color cannot be colored with any other color. How holy have you become with this color? You have become so holy that throughout the whole cycle, no one can become as holy as or pure as you. Your purity, the color of God's company, and the experience of being combined with God is most lovely and unique. So the way we celebrate Holi, Baba says it's most lovely and unique. Our purity, Baba's color of his company, we being combined with Baba. So that itself makes this whole experience extremely unique. So for others, even though the soul becomes pure, the body does not, whereas you become so holy and pure that both your soul and body are pure. So when we of course in Baba's remembrance purify the soul, but that vibrations of purity also fill the body with the rays of purity. And even the body, even though this is the last body of this cycle that we have, Baba says our vibrations are purifying matter. Of course, eventually we will leave this old body and then we will go to golden age where both soul and body will be pure. And so we are the fortunate ones. We will step into golden age, we will step into heaven where the elements will be pure, where the soul itself will be pure, and we get to have a pure, and we will have a pure body along with being pure souls. So purity is said to be the mother of happiness, peace, love, and bliss. Where there is purity, happiness and peace are with it. Because where the mother is, the children are also there. So where mother is, the kids with the children, peace, happiness, love will be there. The Father comes and makes you so holy that even in the last birth of the Iron Age, you can see your images. They are worshipped with such discipline. This is the speciality of purity, and no matter how many great souls and religious souls have become pure, none of them have temples built to them. No one else is worshipped with such discipline, and even until the last birth, your images continue to give blessings. So our images are giving blessings, Baba says. So no one is worshipped to the extent Baba's children are. Their non-living images are now being worshipped. And then Baba says, and we are becoming pure and becoming worthy of worship. So they give the experience of peace and happiness for a short time. There is so much difference between your Holi and the Holi of the people of the world. Yes, for entertainment, you also celebrate a little, but you celebrate the true Holi of the color of God's company and of the combined form. So what Baba was saying is we also celebrate, which means we put rose water on each other. We celebrate in Madhuban, how the dadis used to celebrate putting rose water, putting flower petals. So that way we also celebrate. But the true celebration is, of course, being with Baba in a combined form and being colored by his company. People also celebrate Holi in various ways. You know the meaning of the word holy. Only you know this and you celebrate it in that way. Holy means holy. That is, whatever has happened, has happened. So all of you have said, past is past. To the old life, old situations, old sanskaras, and old ways thoughts have you not. To let the past be the past means holy. So have you done this? Or do the old sanskars emerge by mistake even now? Since your birth is a new birth, all of you have died alive, have you not? Have you? Have you died alive? So when Baba says die alive, which means whatever is past, now let go of that. Don't think about that, because thinking about the past, it brings into our consciousness all the old sanskaras which are related to the past. So Baba says, raise your hands. Have you died alive? Acha, this is your new birth. So how come you remember your old birth? So this is our new spiritual birth, Baba says. So when new birth happens, you don't remember the things of the old birth. So in the same way, Baba is saying, now don't remember the things of the past. Now focus on this birth that you've received and focus on your aim and objective to become pure and go to the pure world. So how come you remember your old birth? The past birth has become the past. What would you say if the things, the thoughts and or sanskaras of the past emerge again? Is that having celebrated Holi, it means you haven't let that be the past. No, it means you're not making it the past, you're still bringing it into your conscious and you're thinking about it. So it means that you have not been colored by God's company very well. To be colored by God's company means to forget the past and the situations of the past. This is because you have died alive, have you not? When you physically die in one birth and take another birth, do you remember your past birth? So very nicely, Baba is giving us an analogy. When we move from one body to another, do we remember the things of the old birth, where family we were, what we were doing? We forget all of that, and then we move towards our new journey, which is in that particular next body. So here Baba is telling us we have to go ahead in our journey, not go back to the past. So all of you have now adopted the Brahmin birth. You say by mistake of the sanskaras of the past birth that they are your sanskaras. Are they yours? Are they? Are they the sanskaras of the Brahmin birth? Sometimes there is carelessness. Sometimes a royal form of laziness. So to call all sanskaras yours is a form of carelessness. That's what Baba points out. There is carelessness and sometimes royal form of laziness, which means we can postpone things to a later day, which can be done now. And sometimes even we say we are doing seva, but even in seva, we use that as an excuse in order to delay some things which can be done at this very moment. So there are many different forms of laziness. Conduct a class on this at some point. There are so many types of laziness, and they come in such royal forms. So Brahman life is a new life, and there cannot be anything old in it. So today you have come here to celebrate Holi. Have you not? Holi means holy. So today, to celebrate Holi means to burn the holy of old sanskaras. It is only by burning these that you can celebrate. So your form now is that of celebrating. You have already burned the old and you will now celebrate. You are going to enjoy the color of God's company. You are going to experience remaining combined. Why? The holiest Father has colored you with the color of becoming holy and pure. So what Holi are you celebrating today? Especially today, don't allow any old sanskaras to come. This is celebrating Holi. So how Baba is telling us to celebrate it? Let no old sanskaras come today. Even if they start to emerge, we have to put a full stop and let go. And we shouldn't let the thoughts of the old sanskaras or old memories, which trigger these old sanskaras remain. We have to replace them. In case they even come, then replace them with pure thoughts, elevated thoughts. Are you able to celebrate it in this way, or will they sometimes come again? From today, with the method of determined thoughts, finish the royal words. I did want to do that, but those are my sanskaras. Do you have the courage to celebrate such a Holi today for all time? Or will you only celebrate it sometimes? Sometimes you are in that powerful form to not let things of the old sanskaras emerge. But sometimes they do. So Baba says now even that word sometimes has to go. It has to be constant. You are those who feel that. From today, you have let the past be the past with your old sanskaras, and that this is your new birth and the old birth is finished. You are the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children of the Father who have such a courage. Are you not? So do you have the courage to have not just this thought, but this determined thought? Raise your hands. Look, all of you have maintained courage. Okay, some have been left out, but all of you are companions, are you not? All of you are firm companions. Raise both your hands. So what Baba is saying is, you have to have courage. You have to have first determination and the courage to follow the determined thought that you have. But Baba says, Baba is with you. So Baba is is a companion for you. So we don't have to feel how we will do all of this. We have Baba with us. So Baba's power, Baba's company will keep us going forward. So all of you are firm companions. Raise both your hands. Take everyone's photo of this. Acha, double foreigners are also raising their hands. Bap Dada is giving you multi-million fold congratulations for celebrating Holi by letting the past be the past. Now do not let these words emerge from your mouth even by mistake. My sanskaras. So Baba is making this absolutely firm today. We cannot call Ravan sanskaras ours. For Ravan sanskaras, you say, my sanskaras, it is a wonder. So when you say mine, then there will be attachment, and it will be all the more difficult to let go. So that's why Baba says, nothing is mine. This body is also not mine, because we have to detach from everything, including the body. Ravan is said to be the enemy. It is a matter of amazement to make the treasures of your enemy your own. You also must be amazed at what you are saying. You say that by mistake. You say that, and your conscious then bites inside, and you also realize it. So we say it, and then we realize that, of course, these are not our sanskaras. You even speak to the Father about it and ask for forgiveness. Baba, from tomorrow, I will not do that. And then what happens? Then you do just that. So what we say to Baba, we will not use these sanskaras, we will not even call them mine. Baba says, then later on, that happens. So what should Bap Dada do now? Should he just continue to watch that? Now, Baba says, burn the holy of these words. So what is Baba asking us to burn? These are my sanskaras, the old sanskaras. In burning also, Baba will tell you something very good. A koki, which is the sweet thick chapati, is cooked with a thread around it. And when it is cooked, the koki is cooked, the chapati is, but the thread doesn't get burnt. So this is a sign of the first lesson you learned of the soul being imperishable and the body being perishable. And so what Baba is saying is that the chapati will be cooked, but the thread will remain as is. In the same way, the body ages, the body goes through its process of being old, new, then old. But the soul doesn't go through the process of being old or new. It just goes through the process of being pure and impure. And that's why there is a difference. Yes, so that's why Baba is pointing it out. Soul is imperishable. The soul is immortal. It cannot be destroyed. Yes, bodies, which are made of 5 elements, they are created through the 5 elements. Then ultimately, they become a part of the 5 elements. So those who have created these festivals and scriptures are also the Father's children. But you are the long lost and now found children. Bap Dada is seeing that their wonder is no less. It is like a pinch of salt in a sack full of flour, but they have made it in a very entertaining way. So all the scriptures that we have, the festivals that we have in this world, Baba says, the truth in it is very little. But what we have made it is very entertaining in the form of stories. So that ways everyone is entertained. If you look at it, they have made a memorial of every festival. However, They have given a physical form to some things that are subtle, but they have at least created a memorial. I like the memorial of the Shaktis when we celebrate Navratri. We know that what we are doing is nothing but invoking the powers within. But in the form of, but in devotion, we say that how we have different Shaktis and how they pray in front of these Shaktis. So they haven't done any less in devotion. In devotion too, in the copper and iron ages, they have kept some things of your awareness. These have saved you from becoming extremely full of vices. Yes, so in devotion, things are underlined that our karma should be good. We shouldn't perform any wrong actions, otherwise we face the consequences of it. So all of that has saved us from becoming extremely full of vices. So Bap Dada definitely gives those who have created this paraphernalia, festivals and scriptures, their fruit. At least they remember some things in devotion and they are saved from the vices for a short time. So when the festivals come and there are certain rituals everyone follows, and because of that for some time they remain pure, they follow those rituals. So Baba says at least that helps them in some ways. So which Holi did you celebrate today? Which Holi did you celebrate? Holi, everyone says Holi. Do you like this? Pushing it away. This is firm, is it not? Have you celebrated? Have you? Good. Then tomorrow, Maya will come because Maya is listening, but you must not welcome her. So Baba says, whenever you make a determined thought, that from today onwards, I'm going to do this. So Baba always reminds us, okay, Maya's listening. She's going to come to test you, but you have to remain alert. You have to remain careful and do not welcome her in. If you welcome her inside, which means inside, you mean give her place in your thoughts, then she will stay there. There is pleasure in this, is there not? Stay in this pleasure. Remember the Father and see how he is coloring you with the spiritual color with which you have become holy swans. Holy swans are the holy swans with the power to discern. Yes, discern means to pick up what is appropriate at that moment, because every situation is different. Every soul, the souls involved in the situation are different. So you cannot use one method in every situation. So every situation you have to determine which is the best approach that you take, what is the most appropriate at the moment, and you follow that. So whenever you have to carry out any task, first fix a seat. See yourself on the seat and then decide. You know that seat. It is the seat of being Trikal Darshi. So when the seat is stable, you remain stable. Yes, so Baba says you first sit on your seat and be stable in the seat of being Trikal Darshi. In yesterday's Murli too, Baba spoke about sitting in a train. When the train moves, then the body gets tired. In the similar way, the thoughts are fluctuating between soul conscious, body conscious, pure, impure, then we become tired. So Baba says, be seated in your seat, be soul conscious, and be Trikaldarshi, which means see all the three aspects of time. First of all, set yourself on the seat of being Trikaldarshi and consider all three aspects of time. Do not just consider just the present, but look at all three aspects of the beginning, the middle, and the end. Is there benefit or loss in all three aspects of time? Some children are very clever. Should Baba tell you about their cleverness? What do they say? I had to do that in that way, and so I made do with that. I feel that I should not do that, but I just did it. So even though internally we know that this is not Srimad, we are moving away from Srimad, we still do it because we feel in the present it will help us. But we are not being Trikaldarshi, where we are looking at the future, the past, present, and future, all three aspects. Okay, you have done it. And so you will definitely receive the fruit of the action, will you not? So do not be clever in that way. You try to charm the father. Yes, we come up with sweet excuses and we try to justify our actions to Baba. So you make a mistake and you then tell Bab Dada such things as, Baba, you are merciful, are you not? You are the ocean of forgiveness, are you not? You remind the Father of who He is and tell Him, you have said to tell you about it and finish it. However, finish it by telling Baba about it with realization. Yes, it's not just telling Baba that, okay, Baba, I did this, I did that. But have we realized our mistake? Have we made a firm commitment now not to do that mistake again? So Baba is looking for that realization that yes, that commitment along with it, that this thing will not happen again. You make one word firm of telling Baba about it, but you have to first transform yourself with determined thought and then tell Baba about it. Yes, so first has to be that transformation. You realize your mistake, then the transformation with the thought that this will not happen again. And then you put it in front of Baba. You charm the father a great deal by saying, Baba, you have said this, have you not? You remind the father, you said this, and you said this. You are very clever. Now do not be clever in that way. Have courage. I have to do this. Do not say, I will do it. I will do it. Yes, I will do it. Again, a role form of laziness. You're putting things for later. Right now, at the very moment. Now, Baba says, finish all the things of the old, finish whatever mistakes you made, and firm commitment now to watch ourselves, watch our thoughts, watch our actions, and make sure they are aligned to Srimad. Throughout the day, Bap Dada hears many songs of, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it, I will show them, I will become. But at what speed will those who leave it to the future in this way be able to return with the Father? The Father is ever ready, and those who say they will do it are not ready. So, how will you return with the Father? Our speed has to match with Baba, right? That's how we will return home with Him. So, here Baba is ever ready and He's waiting for us. And we keep on postponing things. So, Baba says, now do it now. You will be left watching how others are going back with the Father. The Father has multi-million-fold love for each child. The Father doesn't want His children not to return home with Him. Will you not return home now that the time has come for you to return home? You have to go home first and then come into the kingdom. If you don't return home together, you will not come into the kingdom with Father Brahma. You will come later. What is your promise? That you will return together, or that you say that you will get there by yourself? Will you leave this to the future too? I will reach there. Just see, Baba, I will definitely reach there. So now finish this language. So we do not want to go alone to the soul world, right? We want to go with Baba. So that's why we have to match with his speed. So we will stop here and we'll take a minute to reflect on what we heard so far, and then we can share Baba's points from the Murli. Okay, would anyone like to share some points that touch their hearts and they would follow from today itself with a determined thought?
Om Shanti. Good morning. Very beautiful Murli. My Baba says, purity is the mother of health, wealth, and happiness. So where there is mother, there is everything. So give highest respect to your mother, right? This is my takeaway point from today. And my Baba also says that burn the holy of words, like sometimes I didn't want to do that, but this is also you need to burn the words of all these old samskaras and learn the new words which my Baba has taught you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. So, the topic of the Murli, every day wear the angelic dress, the special gift of Holi every now and then, and burn the holy of old sanskars. So, the three meanings of Holi, I have must have read this Murli, I don't know, many times or heard it also. So, the one meaning is of Holi is that burn your old sanskars and whatever is old, because you've already given it to the Father, that everything of mine is yours. So how come you say that this is your sanskara? It is Ravan sanskara. So past is past. And then I've become Baba's. Main Baba ki holy. I have become Baba's. And the third one is I am pure like a swan. So I was just wondering, on Holi we wear white clothes. And then all the other colors, whatever 7 colors of virtues, and how nice it looks physically, but the spiritual meaning you understand now, that this is the dress of angels, white, and we are the swans, we are those children. And then when Baba was telling us that Maya uh, is, she's very clever. She isolates you first. And then you never be separated. You have to have that discerning power. So I was also thinking about British rule, that this is what they did, divide and rule. So this is what Maya does. And many other things. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Baba says that the greatest color of all the color is the color of God's companion. And Baba's companion is imperishable. It will make the colors of souls pure from impure. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Very sweet Om Shanti Didi. Beautiful Murli and beautifully read and expressed. All the points are to be taken away otherwise. So beautiful, really. All the points are beautiful. And I think we should read again and again. And today, I promise, Baba, I have to remain combined. Not I will try to remain combined. Baba's words are there. I don't say I will do it or I will try to do it. I have to do it. So I was also thinking today I have to remain combined with Baba. And beautifully Baba says, check which colors you are colored with. The color of his company. We are so lucky. The point is really of intoxication. And means a way of celebrating Holi and burning the old sanskaras. Means all the points are beautiful. And I want to read again and again this Murli. And main point to be taken away is today I have to remain with Baba. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank
Om
you.
Shanti. Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Om Shanti to all. Today Baba said when you take a new birth, when you leave the body and in confluence age, this is your new birth. And you don't remember anything of your last birth. So we say, wow, it is beautiful that God has made this niyam. Okay, we don't remember, otherwise it will be very difficult for the soul to manage. So I really feel this, and it is nice. Baba says that, but still, I have some sanskars which are really a hurdle in between me and Baba. And Baba says, you say that you will do this. And I also used to do, used to say, Baba, I'll do this. I'll not make this mistake again. Baba says, you have to do this. But someday I was reading somewhere, and it was said that when you use this, have to do it, that it is also a pressure. Why can't we use, I choose to do this? So I really felt it good. So Baba says, have to do, one expression can be, choose to do this. I choose to do this intentionally. So that will be much lighter and I think very easy to follow. So I choose to do this today, that I won't do the things which is hurdle between me and Baba. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Anybody else would like to share? So it was nicely put that we choose to do this. Yes, that's when the realization comes and we know that no, it's not that have to becomes more like an obligation that has to be done. But when we choose, it's coming from the heart, it's coming with feelings, so it's a lot more powerful. So definitely we all choose to give everything all to Baba and stay combined with Baba all the time. And just one small experience I would share in a few minutes when it comes to keep, when Baba says past is past, do not emerge the things of the past. So when I was small, I had this big fear of speaking in public. It was a huge fear with within me. And I remember once, even on stage, when I had to perform something, I was completely blank on stage. And I remember how afraid I was at that moment. But of course, as you grow older, you tend to come out of the fears. You step outside your comfort zone and you do things such that the fear goes away. So that practice was there to come out of the comfort zone and to be able to speak very comfortably with everyone, even if though there are a huge number of people in front of you, but making yourself very light, very calm, being with Baba, so that fear doesn't come, which has been there in the childhood. But I remember once when I was having a conversation with another soul, some of those memories of the past started to emerge in the conscious mind. And immediately after we had the conversation, there was a class that the soul had to give, which means I had to give. I remember when I was going for that class, a huge sense of that fear, which was there in the childhood, it started to re-emerge. And I was wondering what happened, because I always felt that throughout this life, I was trying to overcome it, and to a good extent, it was already overcome. And when I went there again, that fear was there. So I was talking to Baba about it, and I was like, why is this happening? And then Baba quickly reminded that if you go back to the scenes of the past, then whatever sanskaras were very, very active and strong in your past, those scenes or those sanskaras will start to emerge. So if I went back to that childhood memories, then that fear sanskaras, which was very strong and powerful at those times, will start to re-emerge. So we need to be very, very careful not to go back to the past. That's why Baba always reminds us that is a closed chapter now. This is your new birth, so don't go there. Otherwise, those sanskaras will emerge, and they can bring a sense of, where you would feel disheartened because you feel that now you have moved on, and those sanskaras are no longer bothering you. But the moment we slip to the past, we reignite the sanskaras within us. So that's why putting a full stop to that, new life, new learnings every day, we're moving forward with Baba's help, his company. So focusing on that. So I think we'll stop there, and we'll just have a few minutes of meditation. So I'll invite you all to just sit back and relax. Om Shanti. Today is the day when I celebrate the true Holi with Baba. Holi means to burn the old. So today, whatever old sanskaras are there within, I put them in front of Baba, and I watch how these old sanskaras are being burnt. The flame of yoga, the flame of godly love is destroying Ravan's property. And with that, I see the original, the pure sanskaras in me emerge. The sanskaras of peace, of love, of happiness. I see how Baba is smiling in front of me, and celebrating this moment of the confluence age, where all the old has finished and all the new, the original, is emerging. Throughout the day, let us see Bap Dada in front of us, and let us feel combined and connected every moment. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Stay combined. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Thank you so much.
Om
Have a nice
Shanti.
day.
Om
Thank you.
Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Baba.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. See you all tomorrow at 5:30. Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you.